Hey, man, what it is, this is Dean, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hit that Cash App, $Dean by any means. Hit that PayPal at Dean by any means. Y'all see that see that heart with the $? Well, that is the super chat. You can press that at any time your heart desires. Please say it with me, y'all. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated, y'all. I let people talk that like to talk because you get to see how full of ish they are. I know why people don't like debating me when it comes to these type of topics. Hey, y'all, didn't Dean tell y'all how much of a hypocrites these guys are out here, man? Especially when it comes to jaronennis. Well, Dean, what are you talking about, Dean? Great question. I told y'all. Now they mad that Boots not fighting Rashidi and Josh Kelly. I thought y'all ain't want them fights. If you don't want the fights, because y'all was complaining about those fights. Josh Kelly, a tune-up, is trash. Rashidi Ellis ain't been fighting in TCL. I heard y'all. And then now y'all mad he not fighting them? Huh? Like, hold on. Make this make sense. You don't want him to have a tune-up. But then you mad at who he has a tune-up against? Lord have mercy. They can't make their mind up. Mind you, y'all, these are the same individuals that was okay with Vergilortiz fighting somebody coming off a brain aneurysm. Oops, did I say that? That's where the conversation ends. Was you upset when Vergilortiz was fighting somebody coming off a brain aneurysm? No. Because Vergilortiz's daddy was out here saying he needed 2 tune-ups because he was sick. And he needed to see how his body felt. So he fought somebody else that was sick coming off a brain aneurysm. Are you okay with that? If you was okay with that, then you're a hypocrite. There's nothing else to talk about. I don't want to hear your whole boots to a different. I don't want to hear none of that. Clearly you don't, because you're sitting up there, knob gobbling Vergilortiz. So clearly you don't. You can't hold him to that much of a different standard when that is the guy that y'all want to see the man fight. Obviously, you hold him kind of to his high standard. Obviously. You have to. So y'all mad about tune-ups not happening? Are y'all insane? I want you to think about this. You didn't want him to fight Josh Kelly or Rashidi Ellis. And then now you're mad he's not fighting Josh Kelly or Rashidi Ellis. Yeah. Huh? If you don't want to see a tune-up, then it doesn't matter who the tune-up is against. Can somebody make this make sense to me? If you don't want to see the tune-up in the first place, why do you care as long as if it's not any of the guys you want to see him fight? But you already know that's not none of the guys that you want to see him fight because they are busy at the moment. I got a bigger question. Why doesn't Vergilortiz want to negotiate with jaronennis for October? Why does he want to fight Keith Thurman? Let's say all the stuff with Boots is true, right? Boots is moving funny. Then why is Virgil not wanting it, though? Why is Virgil saying, nah, Boots, we need to negotiate for October. I'm trying to fight then now. Yeah, what's up? Because he turned it down for the August because he said his hand hurt and he didn't continue negotiations with Boots at that point. So I'm confused about this. Why don't Virgil be like, no, I don't want the Keith Thurman fight. I want jaronennis. Why he don't do that? I'm confused. Because he's saying everything on Twitter but that. Actually, he's saying he don't want to fight jaronennis. He's saying that ship has sailed. Now, y'all, I don't know what ship has sailed means. But all I know is that don't sound like you want to fight the man. Same guy they said they need 48 months for, by the way. Just always keep that part in mind. So, y'all don't want him to fight Josh Kelly, Rashidi Ellis, and I forgot who the other person was. Brian Mendoza and people like that. But then you're mad about who he's fighting. And then they talked about timelines. Well, hold on. Well, Rashidi Ellis, he ain't take it right away, and then they said he missed his boat and all of that. But you okay with Vergilortiz saying that to Boots? You're mad about Boots saying that to Rashidi Ellis, but you ain't mad about Vergilortiz saying that about Boots? Lord have mercy. Huh? Y'all the same people that wanted Jaronennis to take a fight in 24 hours, and you got the nerve to bring up timelines? Huh? I'm confused. Please, acquiring minds would like to know. Y'all wanted Jaronennis to be the co-main in Saudi Arabia and accept the fight in 48 hours, but you're mad that Jaronennis and them moved on from Rashidi Ellis because they was trying to play hardball and get 10 times the amount they have ever got for a fight y'all don't want to see. Are you insane? Are you insane is the question. Why would Eddie Hearn and Jaronennis want to pay for a fight that y'all going to criticize? If you would have fought Josh Kelly, you'd have criticized it. If you would have fought Rashidi Ellis, y'all was criticizing it already. I was there. I was listening. I was there. I was involved. I was there. Y'all, this is the most insane thing I have ever seen. It seems like when it comes to Vergilortiz, people is losing their common sense, but they won't pick Vergilortiz. Is the part that I'm confused about. Why Vergilortiz has not tried to do a pension to fight Sebastian Fundora? I'm asking a question. Y'all keep saying he about this life. Why is he okay with just being the interim champ? Shout out to my guy Dankfather, who keep asking Vergilortiz Sr. this question on Twitter, and he will not respond about that, but I think we all know why that is. So you didn't fight Boachuk. Y'all want to talk about Jaronennis, and this is the craziest thing. Y'all, Jaronennis hasn't even stepped in the ring at 154 yet. But let's talk about the people Vergilortiz is not willing to fight. Xander Zayas, who accepted the offer. And look, I always thought this, so I ain't just saying it to say it. Xander Zayas is better than Madrimov. Sorry. Xander Zayas is better than Madrimov. If Xander Zayas was fighting Madrimov tomorrow, Xander Zayas would be the favorite in Vegas. I guarantee you, and won't none of y'all bet me on that. So you don't want to fight Xander Zayas. Nope. Didn't want to fight Baccarat Murtazaliev. Nope. Haven't given Boachuk his rematch yet. Nope. Hasn't tried to activate or pitching to become the mandatory for Sebastian Fundora. Nope. And then now he's talking about the ship is sailed with Boots Ennis. And that's the guy you're backing. Hey, y'all, can I ask y'all a question? If Jaronennis didn't want to fight Xander Zayas, Baccarat, Boachuk, was in position to fight Sebastian Fundora and did nothing about it, what would y'all say? I'm just wondering. Because look how y'all, and y'all, how you know that it's true. Because look how they acting because they don't want to fight Rashidi Ellis. Because Rashidi Ellis was just getting paid $6,000, $7,000 a week. Okay? He got offered $250,000, which is more than anything he would make. And then he accepted, then they pushed it to $500,000. But the part everybody keep lying to y'all about is they turned down the $500,000 and said they wanted $1 million. No. So what Eddie and them did is moved on from a fight y'all didn't want to see anyway. And then he ran back because he knew he wouldn't get that money nowhere else. Hey, is that $500,000 still on the table? Get out of here, fam. Who is you to be trying to hardball negotiate with Jaronennis? Get out of here. What? But y'all understood it when it came to Brian Urban Jr. Make that make sense. Brian Urban Jr. was a champion. He wanted a meal, and he was just fighting in the TCL league. They can't mess with me, dog. Hypocrisy is exposed. Y'all wanted Boots to sign a fight with 48 hours, but you okay with Rashidi Ellis, them moving on from Rashidi Ellis and giving him a timeline. But y'all was okay with Vergilortiz giving Boots a timeline. Make that make sense. You can't make sense of it. I know, not to nobody that's logical or not from Texas or not Mexican. You can't make it make sense. So I'm going to overpay for a fight y'all going to criticize me on anyway. I would be an idiot. I would be a flaming idiot to overpay for a fight that the same. And guess what, y'all? The people that's criticizing them are not going to buy a ticket to the Wells Fargo Center to see him fight anyway. The people that are criticizing Jaronennis are not coming to the Wells Fargo Center to see him fight. So what difference do it make anyway? If we being completely honest, what difference does it make? Y'all crying about tune-up, but a tune-up y'all don't want to see. And then Turkey lied to y'all and say he not doing tune-ups. Meanwhile, he got David Benavidez on the same card as Arthur Beterbiev on the same day, and they are not fighting each other, and Arthur Beterbiev is taking a tune-up at 40 years old. Who needs a tune-up at 40 years old when you are about to retire? And y'all let these people just lie in your face. Crazy. Y'all already know what this is, man. Dean by any means. And I holla at you, Earthman.